My name's Rusty Sitton. I'm the Redneck Boat Guy. I build two-cylinder racing outboard boats. I build the props to go on them, and we also sail a 33-foot catamaran named See Y'all Later. Hope you enjoy the channel. Hey, this is Rusty back in the garage. I just finished my morning cleanup. I got things back in order a little bit, and let me catch you up on what we got done. Well, I'm still looking for that slow wood, trying to get it knocked out of the boat, and here's some right here. Russ kind of freaked out when I cut the transom out, but it's got 3/4 inch here, 3/4 inch all the way around here, and of course I'm gonna reskin it, and then on the inside I'll run some Kevlar or something in there to seal all this wood back up so it'll be strong enough. And I left a place for the handles, you know, to bolt into the good stuff. So, and of course didn't mess with it on the inside, and we'll probably do the same thing over on that other side. Make some lightning holes a little bit. Done that in here as well. Got a new hole saw set, so this is really superfluous. It does have a little bit of a frame advantage, like like it did here, but this part here was disconnected all the way on the inside, so I cut all of that out. Got rid of a little bit of weight there. That's pretty thin stuff, so it wasn't a whole lot of weight, but the pile that I accumulated over here, let me show you. That pile right there weighs 22 ounces. So pretty good little pile of scrap that I was able to take out of it. And once I get this other one cut here too, that reduced the weight by about half right there. Just stuff that's unneeded, but it's a little detail work, fun stuff. So here we go, man. I got this cleaned back up, and got a lot of grinding and fillet work done. This is where it went in the slot, right? And I got all that filled in with that micro bubbles and shaved back down, getting ready for glass work to come up over that lip. So I did some more shaping on this part. Took some of it down where it didn't need to be and rounded it out a little better. Probably gonna do some of that here too, cut some of this back off that it really don't need. It's just wood that we just don't need to have in there. But I'm really proud of how I've got it filleted all around in here, so it'll take glass real good. I can glass right on up and over that. You just really make it strong. And spend a lot of time doing the grinding. Ground this down a little bit more and fill it in all in here. So yeah, man, I've got my fillet work pretty well accomplished. And if you back up here, I'll show you a little bit of what I've been doing here too, kind of prep work here up to the wall. So I've been shaping that all along the boat and got it pretty close. Got this this angle fitting pretty nicely here from the board. So yeah, proud of that. Just stuff that I won't have to do later on when I go to put the side on it. Of course, I'll do all of this non-trip inside work first. I'll get all of the glass work done, everything I want to do here, and the last thing I'll do is skin it this way. So, and then I'll have to come in, and I may put the carbon fiber on the back of that board before I put it down, so I won't have to work inside. Just put one layer of carbon fiber to sandwich that that piece of 3 mil, and then build up on the outside for my strength. 1 or 2 layers of that thin CF, or actually Kevlar. I'm gonna put some Kevlar on the side, a little bulletproof Kevlar. Maybe it'll survive a little bit longer. But that's where we're at right now, and I'm gonna set the camera up and let her roll and see what we're gonna do here next. All right, I got my bottom piece here for the outside non-trip. I got it kind of roughed in. Got it fitting pretty close, but I got to do a little bit of work up here at the front. Let's get after it. Trying to decide how aggressive I want this edge to be right here, because I can move it down or up right now. You can see that I can take it completely away or bring it up, because I've left that piece on the inside loose, where I can look at that right now and decide how much lip I want right there. I think I want it fairly aggressive right there. Pretty sure I do, because if you come into a big wave and you're sliding in and hit somebody's wake, I want that to peel a pretty good amount of that off. Soften that wave so it can, you won't have to jump over the whole thing. You can knock the top of it off with that lip right there. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it fairly aggressive right there. And I think, as you can see, this line here is straight. It's not curved in and out. It's straight with the bottom, straight with the center line of the boat. Because when it hits right here, it's going to really jar the boat, and I don't want it to turn the boat one way or the other. I want it to just break it up and not adjust which way the boat goes. All right, kind of got a plan there. think I'll call that good. Okay, it's the end of the day. It's dark outside. Probably need to quit making noise with the grinder and all that around the neighborhood. But man, I got everything slicked off, ready for glass work. Everything's rounded. Got all my lightning holes done. Everything feels good. You can't catch a splinter nowhere. So I think tomorrow might be able to put some glass, start putting some, well, probably CF is probably what I'll put in here. Probably run some small strips in through here and tie each one of these in before I put the big one on. Man, I'm going to way too much trouble, but it's kind of fun. I got the time to do it. You know, normally just put thick enough wood on there and sand it off and varnish it, but I'm trying to go for something kind of special, maybe a bit lighter. I don't want to add weight to the boat, so I'm trying to stay as light as I can. So I put my first carbon fiber pieces in and of course wrapped them, tied them to the end of the ribs there, and brought them out and all the way out. Just reinforcement right through there, and then I'll come back with one solid piece and go all the way down through. So first carbon fiber in the boat, and man, you talk about it's already stiffer right there by a bunch. Yeah, I mean that feels absolutely soft compared to this. So one layer of that probably would have been fine, but I wanted to reinforce it at the ribs, go over it, and then I'll put Kevlar on the outside. It might be bulletproof, I don't know. It's gonna be pretty darn good. And of course I got all my cup holders here, right? Got cup holders. That's actually lightning holes where I didn't need the wood. I took it out. So it looks like cup holders. But yeah, man, I got my first set of carbon fiber in the boat. Liking that. This one up here, of course, kind of amalgamated with the bulkhead. So, man, you talk about strong. That's going to be brutally strong. You know, I used carbon fiber material naturally, and then went over it. Of course, I wet it all in, and I went over it with peel ply, and then if you scrape on top of peel ply to get the extra wet system off, it comes through the peel ply and you don't upset the fabric. So that worked out real good. I really squeegeed hard to get everything out of there, and it came up through the peel ply. It's amazing stuff. Feels like silk. I don't know what it is, but it works out really good. And you see it's, I guess it's got a little on the edge. I'm not sure why, but I don't know how it works. I just know that instead of vacuum bagging or whatever, if you squeegee on top of that peel ply, it really comes out with a good product. You can really see where I didn't put peel ply on it, so it's got a nice shiny finish. But here it's a matte finish, but man, it's slick and flat. You can't even hardly feel these edges. It works the edge down real nicely. And I knew, of course, I was going to come over with another piece. So, yeah. Put a little more on it today, and then I can turn the boat over and work that bottom. Get the bottom ready to go. There's going to be a lot of detail work naturally on the running surface. So there'll be a lot of sanding and redoing and sanding and redoing to get the shape I want. But yeah. Getting her done. All right, I'm doing a little something different. Instead of just cutting a big piece of carbon fiber and trimming off the edges to fit, I thought I'd make a pattern. I got some 11 by 17 paper and made a little pattern. So now I won't be wasting carbon fiber. Yeah, let's take our pattern and cut out some carbon. Figure out where we want to cut it from, but now I'm not going to waste any of this stuff. It ain't cheap, so it'd be better to cut it that way. Be square with the end. And it doesn't have to be exact, but this will help me from wasting any of it. Let's see here. trim that corner kind of round where it goes over the rib section. And I guess we can go try it out. I also got some places I might need to cut for so it'll lay in there nice. Let me do that. I put those on there strategically as well, so that would be an accurate deal. I cut it right here where it'll wrap around a little easier, and here to go over the rib end. And I think there was one down, yeah, there's one down here as well, where it goes from the inside of the boat to the outside of the boat over the non-trip. All right, and we are cut out. We'll try it on the boat. What do you think, John O?
Nice. Looks like fun.
All right, let's go try it. All right, let's see. I guess the short part goes in the front. Yeah, like that. Yep, that's how it went. I think. I don't know, maybe not. You know what? It goes this way. Yeah, I think. Yes, it goes that way because that fits over that rib right there. Yeah. And that's a nice straight line, and this outside was the one that was curved. So it'll fit in just like that. Yeah, buddy. 20 bucks worth of carbon fiber right there. That'll make her strong, man. And I want it to, I want to roll it up to this bulkhead a little bit so it'll kind of come up and tie to that bulkhead. Man, that'll make a joint that Willie Nelson would be proud of.
That's true.
All right, give me some wet system and wet it out. All right, get me a acetone wipe down here, clean up. It's awful dusty. That's a good contact surface. Like I say, this is totally overkill. If you're building a boat and this is the first time that you're building a boat, this is totally unnecessary what I'm doing here. I normally go overboard on that kind of stuff. Try to get, I guess, the last little bit of help that I can. I see a little spot right there I need to grind. I like to keep it all fair. Yeah, after the grinding, I need to do another quick acetone wipe down. I had found some wet system that I had put on there, and it kind of run. Whenever I put this piece on it, it run down it and made some little bubbles. So I not only knocked those off, I ground into the wet system enough to get me a nice fresh surface where it's not slick anymore. So now that's prepped and ready. Make sure I don't have any little rolls of paper from the paper in there, and it would include that just fine, but it'd be better not to. In fact, let's do a little extra deal here. Do a little blowout to make sure. And it'll dry that acetone as well. All right, let's mix up some glue. Oh, it'll take Probably take a full pump this time. Pretty big piece, and may take more than that, but we'll start with a full pump. And then we'll mix it up. Get it mixed up. I actually put an extra pump in there, 2 pumps. It's gonna take every bit of that. And I also like to cut my bristles off like that, because man, instead of soaking up that much west system and wasting it in the brush, all I need is something there just to smear it on. Better than the end of my finger when we get to this cloth. I'm just putting frame stuff together. That works out all right, but probably be a little bit better to use something a little better. All right, let's wet it out. Oh yeah, I like these little short bristles a lot better. Yeah, I had talked about putting peel ply over this, but I decided against it. And the reason I decided against it was that the peel ply that I used first left a really slick mirror finish. But this peel ply is probably good for intermediate work because it leaves a little bit of a rough surface to go to for the next layer. So to leave it slick and let it come out nice like I want it, I think I'm going to not use the peel ply on this layer, on the final layer. Do my best to make sure it's good and wetted everywhere and call it good with that. Just kind of keep working it as long as it's still kind of gooey. Like I say, to make sure that it pulls down over those edges. And I think we're pretty close. Ultra strong and ultra light. Sounds like a toilet paper ad, doesn't it? Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to do a really good job as far as achieving my goals.
Can't get there from here without paying $7. Yeah, I couldn't find it anywhere.
All right, so let her dry.